Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this live stream where I have a brand new idea to try out with all of you. So generally, I do the work on my own on the openings, and then I come for a live stream and then I teach you guys. But what I want to do today is I want to build opening with you. Okay, together we will do it using your inputs, your suggestions, and that's how we are going to do it. So a warm welcome to everyone in the chat, and I hope you are also keen to learn these new things. uh, Biswa will join us after some time. So our job with you and me is that we have to build an opening. So without wasting much time, I think he'll join in at 9:30 or so. So before that, we'll try to build it up. So are you ready, guys? Just let me know in the chat. Utsav Das says I've reached 1500 in rapid by playing one e4 only. Brilliant, brilliant, very good. So what we'll do is we'll try to go for main lines, guys. Generally, main lines are very, you feel afraid of that. We'll try to remove that fear, right? Okay, so let's go. So I have set this up. This is the ChessBase account, and I used Amruta's account because there she hasn't done any work on this. It's empty, while mine has many lines in it. So it's completely empty. So this is known as the opening trainer. In that, you can build up your openings. So I click on load white here. Okay, and this is how it is. This is your white repertoire. I'll see if I can make the board slightly bigger so that everyone can see it. Yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty good. Okay, so we start with one e4, and our aim today is to go for e5. Now, if you will see, guys, on the right hand side of your screen, second, is it cutting everything? You can see, guys, everything. Yeah, all good. Seeing if, yeah. So on the right is the live book. So if you see, now let's look carefully to understand so that you guys can also take part. Every move has been played, how many times is given here. So e5 is played 2,14,045 times. c5 is played 4,40,000. e6 is played 1,22,000. c6 is played 80,000. So that is how this works. Okay, and on the next column is the result. So result, higher it is on any move, better it is for white. So if it is 55%, then that line is scoring better than 52%. Okay, so the lower is the number, better it is for black. Okay, whoever is to move doesn't matter. The number here is from white's perspective. If it is higher, good for white. If it is lower, good for black. Okay, so, and they have given elo average as well. Let's go e5. Makes sense. Today we want to cover this. I will recommend knight f3. Although if Samay was here, he would have said let's go f4. But knight f3. Our aim is to go for important main lines. Yeah, knight c6. He will defend the pawn. See, again, guys, looking here, you will see that knight c6 is clearly the main move. We will also look at knight f6 in some time. So what are the moves here? Let's put them in. Knight f6 is one move, main move. So you see a variation is created on the left. Okay, this is known as which opening? What is the name of this opening? Yes, Petrov. Petrov is the name of the opening. Okay. Yes, Petrov. It's the Petrov. Oh my God, it's the Petrov. Um okay. So now, if you see here, we will look into this line. Let's look at knight c6. The other move which is important is d6. But apart from these three moves, actually nothing more is played. So we will look at this. So let's go knight c6. Now, we really want to go for the main line. So we will go for the Ruy Lopez with bishop b5. Now this is a little bit interesting. There's also bishop c4 in this position. Okay. But we are going for the Ruy Lopez. Now this is an important moment. If you see the moves, a6, knight f6, d6, f5, bishop c5, knight g7. So you get scared. You're like, oh my God, do I have to learn so many lines? Oh my God, this is too much. Priyanshu Bait says, which app are you using? This is the ChessBase account. It has many features in it. One of the most powerful one, according to me, is the openings trainer, which is this one, and it's very useful, right? So bishop b5, and now let's go with the main line first. a6 karenge. Now this is a moment where I need your input, guys. Abhi. Venkatesh, yes, welcome. He says, by the way, Health Gambit was a good one. Guys, do check out that video. Basic opening chess traps. I did it after quite some time. So, here, what do you prefer? Do you want to take bishop takes c6 or bishop a4? Please write down the move in the chat. So, and I'll try to make use of the chat chess moves to see what you guys are suggesting. Do you want to take on c6 or do you want to go bishop a4? So this is how we'll build it together. And of course, if all of you suddenly start to suggest me bad moves, then I'll be like, okay, this is not good. I'll try to guide you guys into better opening lines. But right now, with one, we'll wait till 200 people vote. It's 169 votes right now. Bishop takes looks simple, right? Bishop takes looks simple, but I think right now the chat is ambitious and I love it. I love that you guys are very ambitious and that you all want to play bishop a4. Nearly 127 of you have said bishop a4. Brilliant, fantastic, very glad to see this. So let's go bishop a4 in this position. Now if you see again on the right, you will see the main moves for black are knight f6, okay, d6, b5, but by far the main move is knight f6, okay. Knight f6 is by far the main move. Here, should we go for some sideline or something? Or should we go for the main line? You will see that actually castles is there, d3 is there, queen e2 is there, but knight c3 is scoring very heavily. Can't believe it. I can't believe that knight c3 scores so heavily. Do you want to try knight c3 line? I mean, it's interesting to me, but 62%, and also the average elo is 2507. I'm not sure if this is, so powerful. Let's see. Yeah, let's go for the main line, says Arjun. Okay, if we go for the main line, then it's castles, but I will definitely try and explore this very quickly, knight c3 move, because what is the idea here? Okay, the main move here by far is b5. I mean, 263 games. Bishop b3, and here white has been scoring pretty well. I mean, what would black do in this position? See, the usual plan is not to put knight on c3, but The statistic shows it's doing pretty well. Okay, let's say if black goes bishop e7. I'm very curious to see how does white score for an advantage here. We can also refresh the list here to see if there are any good games. Elo White, who has played this. MVL has played D3, Bernardsky, Rapport, Adiban. Oh, Adiban. Adiban has played 2 games. A4 always. Oh, let's go for Adiban line. How about that? So A4, okay. And what we do here, now this is a key move to remember in this line. So I would say here, we mark this move. It's called mark move. When you mark it, it becomes an important move to remember. Okay, so we have marked this move. It becomes one of the lines that we will focus on. And I would say A4, and I can also do here how do I annotate? Right, no, I want to write that this move has been played by Adiban twice. There is an option to write here. Here only should I write? Bigger board. Yeah, but okay, this is good. This is good, guys. I was wondering how to write an annotation. 1 second. Text here, guys. It's there. This move has been played twice by Adiban. Done it. Guys, how much big you want? This is enough. You can see. So A4, and now most of your opponents will go for B4. Okay, and then you go knight D5. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. Is also new for me. Okay, if he takes here, isn't he winning a pawn? 2 games have continued here. Which are these 2 games? Oh, few games. Salgado, Lopez, Rocchetti, Postni. And the move that Salgado Lopez has played here is D4. Again, an important move, yeah. So now, if he doesn't do anything, he will take. So, I mean, I will take here and win the pawn. So he takes ED4. And now we castle. Interesting. Okay. What if he castles here? I mean, see, your threat is now his king is in the center. So if he castles, we have this game here. I think Salgado Lopez versus, and there's Alekhines game also. Okay, rook e1, knight c5, because the bishop is protected here. Knight takes d4. So if you take the knight, then I'll take on e7 with a check. Bishop f6. Take on c6. D takes c6. Knight takes f6. Queen takes f6. And bishop c4. It's played. I don't know what is the assessment of this position. You're a pawn down. Should not be great, right? Can we try and do the engine analysis here? Yeah, it shows slightly better for black. Mm, mm. Don't like it. Don't like it. Uh, we need positions which are slightly better for white. But anyway, I think I will. Let's see if we could improve somewhere. Yeah, d4. This engine is not so powerful, but just castles, rook e1, knight c5. Yeah, possible. So in a way, what scores really well sometimes, what scores really well sometimes may not really be the best way to play the position. Okay. So we switch off the engine, and I can mark the move here so that this is one of the lines which we have studied, but maybe we don't want to go into this. I'm a little bit curious as to knight d5, knight e4. This is something worth studying, right? We'll look at it later. So anyway, coming back here, guys, to in this position. So my question to you is, would you go for knight c3 in this position, or would you go for castle? What would you do? Let me know in the chat so that we can then, in your games, what would you play? Knight c3 or b? So knight c3 is one move here. And the other move is castles, which is the main move in this position. Guys, if you are going to castle, then write 0-0. Yeah, the board became bigger, so I have to. Okay, cool. So most of you in the chat, like many of you, want to go for the main line, which I like, which is the approach we want to choose. Yeah, which is the overall approach which we want to choose, because that is the right way to play chess. Go for main lines, and especially here, now that you have my kind of support, it's better to go for ambitious stuff than sidelines you can learn from anywhere. Okay, castles. Main move is bishop e7. Okay, there is also I would promote this move to I want to promote this line. I don't know how to. What is this? Like game, variation, unfold text, retract. Important moves. Make this the main line. Okay, anyway, castles, bishop e7. And now here is another moment for all of us to decide. I think here it could make sense to go rook e1. Okay. Why can't the knight take on e4? Good question. Good question. In fact, if knight e4 here, let's just bishop finish this line, because then rook e1. Now we are threatening to take on c6. Let's say if he does some blunder, like this is a horrible move, guys. And to horrible move, we can just give a question mark sign. I think there were some more. Yeah. See, there are some more. So here, the idea, the move here, what should white do? Guys, white to play. White to play. Castles is a blunder, so we can make this as a bad move. Rook e1, castles. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Naikaj, Mallika Ji, Ira Kartika, Arijit Gupta. You're right. You're right. We can just take, and knight takes e5. So I think we can just mark the move knight e5. So this becomes like a line that will stay. So always the last move when you mark, then that line stays on. Okay. So here after castles, bishop e7, rook e1, castling. I go, no, not castling. Black goes b5. Yeah. So b5, bishop b3. And now comes an important moment, guys. Because two moves are very popular. One is d6, the other one is castles. We have to deal with both. So castles. Now, mostly the people where we play castling, they want to go for the marshal. So they will most likely, when you go c3, they will play d5. So we have to think of some anti-martial lines. So here I need your opinion, or should we go for the marshal? That is also a question. Should we go for the main line with c3? There's also a4, there is h3. Not an easy position. What do you guys want to do here? That's a good important moment now to think. What should white do here? Mihir Kanani, I'm always confused. Bishop takes his main line, but also isn't the bishop important? Yes, it is. But generally, if you are able to give him double pawns and then play the game accordingly, it would be nice. But if you don't even give him double pawns and just lose the bishop like that. For example, in such a position, if you allow him to play knight a5 and take your bishop, then you have no compensation. You shouldn't allow that. Okay, let's see what is the suggestion here. Wow, a4 is what everyone wants to do. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, guys, I don't see anything wrong with the move a4. So I'll go with what you suggest. A4 in the position. Interesting move. Now the two main moves here that we have to look at. So we'll mark this move because this is what we have chosen. A4 marked. Okay. A4. Now bishop b7 and b4. Let's first look at bishop b7. And we have hello.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Welcome.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
Really?
Audio settings. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, but I can't hear you. Why?
Acha, maybe from my end is there some problem. Ooh. One second. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Kevin, welcome to Backer of Indian Chess. Hello, Biswa. Welcome. How are you?
Very good, very good.
So, Biswa was doing something very interesting, which I want to kind of make it into some kind of a regular thing, which is that before you arrive for the session, I can ideate with the chat on what opening play and how to, arrive at good lines, and then we can show it to you. But today we had a little less time, so but still we did some work in that.
Very nice idea.
Yeah. So then basically you can, like, the chat can suggest some good ideas here. Also there are statistics. There is also an engine. So together, it's possible to come up with good stuff.
Yes.
So you had mentioned that you would like to learn the Rui Lopez, right?
Yes.
So that is what we were working on. And Biswa, today the position which you sent me, Amruta set it up on the board and then made me solve it, and she recorded a video out of it.
When is the video coming out?
Tomorrow.
How long did it take for you to solve?
I think around 8 minutes or so.
8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's an insane position.
It's actually it can be solved in 1 minute also if you find that move. But if
Yeah,
you
but
if
you
you don't
refused
find
to.
it,
Yeah. It took me entire afternoon and then I was very pissed off. Then I've been pissed off since the afternoon. I have not done anything.
but you found the answer
No.
and then you saw it,
Yeah.
and then were you happy?
No, even after seeing it, it didn't make sense. So I had to put it on the computer and see every possible line.
Guys, we will share that position tomorrow for you to solve. Biswa is working very hard on his tactics and all of it. Biswa, what book is that you are solving tactics from?
1001 exercises for club players.
And the one that you sent today was from that book? Oh,
Yes.
okay. I thought it was some other.
No, it's the same book. The thing is, the initial puzzles are easier, but as you like, there are 120 puzzles in this chapter. The first 60, 70 are still doable, but as you go into 90 and 100, it's just too difficult, but it's enjoyable. I've not been able to solve like the last four puzzles, but yeah.
And you don't. So there are two schools of thought. One which says that fatafat answer dekh lo and seek lo. The other one is don't see the answer till you don't get it. So you are of the second.
Yeah, but after some time, it becomes impossible and you have to see the answer. Like for me,
Yeah. No.
yeah, you have to see the answer.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, I think there should be a limit to how much time you do it. But I'll tell you, the positions which you take the maximum time will remain memorable for you for a long time to come.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Jagman Grewal, thank you for becoming backer of Indian chess. Okay, so e4, e5, Biswa, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. Right, and as you can see on the right of your screen, there are two main moves basically for black. Here, a6 and knight f6.
Yeah.
Are you able to see it?
Yes.
The moves, yeah, a6 and knight f6. So we'll come to knight f6. This is the start of the Berlin. But a6 is one of the main moves. And then I asked the chat, like, should we take on c6 or should we go back bishop a4? And I want to ask you as well, what would be your preference here?
I would like to go back to a4.
I mean, it's more complex, yeah, keeping the bishop. Because if you take, it's also main line, Rui Lopez exchange. But this is quite an important... and then we went to knight f6. And here, we wanted to play... I mean, Carstens is the main move, correct?
Yeah.
But there is this sideline knight c3, which you can explore.
Good.
I mean, generally you don't want to put your knight on c3, but just here, it's an interesting moment to put your knight. And I will send you this. Basically, guys, all that work we are doing here, I'll put it down later, so you guys can also get it. And you, so there is some analysis which was done here, Biswa, in this
Okay.
line, knight c3.
Okay.
But castles and bishop e7, correct?
Yeah. Or bishop c4, I think. Bishop c5, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, bishop c5 here seems like a not a great move. I don't know. Oh, maybe take and take on e5. It's one of the main lines, but because generally they play b5 and bishop c5. Like if they want to play bishop, they play
Okay.
b5,
Got
bishop
it. Got
b3,
it.
and then bishop c5. So I was thinking, can we do some damage here, like bishop c5? Although take and knight e5 does not give the desired result, because after knight e4 there is no rook e1 because f2 is hanging. And if I play queen e2, here it's I think an important move to play, which is queen d5, attacking either white knight also.
Got it.
Yeah, so I think
Have to play.
here, I mean, the moment you go knight d3 and he will castle,
And his position is slightly better.
I mean, black seems to be at least fine. Yeah, like here doesn't seem, it seems to be around equal.
Got it. His position is a little easier to play, I feel. Matlab will develop obviously knight c3 and stuff. But he's okay.
Sometimes in such lines, no, you find some interesting ideas, although here no top player has played it. But you see here, d3, and this has like 100% score, 2 games. But it's not like some great, like very strong players have played it.
Yeah.
So you can maybe d3 and can mark move here. So then this is one line. Okay, so bishop c5, maybe we have no option but to, transpose into like bishop c5, just c3. And then you go into the main line. But here, Biswa, you have an additional option, which is you can go directly bishop c2 if you want to. Like b5, bishop b3, bishop c5, c3. Here you are forced to play here. But here you can go additionally to c2. Okay, bishop b3 looks interesting. And we can come back to this line. Okay, so first let's focus on the main line. Bishop e7, rook e1, b5. Now forced, yeah, otherwise I'll take on c6, take on e5. e4 is defended. So b5, bishop b3, and we were looking at castles. And here the chat suggested the move a4. Do you remember this position, Biswa?
Yeah, I know this position.
You remember we had studied this from black side.
For Marshall Gambit.
Yes,
no?
yes.
Yeah, I know this. I know till here. Then you have to play c3 and tuck in your bishop and c2 and.
So if you play c3, here, then d5. This is the marshal. And then you take. So would you prefer playing this with white? This position? Or would you prefer in this castle here to go for an anti-marshal? Like, do you want
Let's go anti-marshal.
You don't want to face the marshal?
No, I can't face. I mean, but it's a little bit easier for black to play in the marshal.
Yes.
Because you are still not developed.
Also, many players are well prepped. So there are 3 anti-marshals actually, I think. One is a4, one is h3, the other one is d3. But let's go with a4.
I like d3, but...
You like d3?
Yeah, I think it's a little more. I don't know, but a4 is also fine.
Okay, let's mark this move d3.
This is
Okay,
slightly positional, no? This is.
okay. Uh,
I mean, I like a4 also.
let's look at here. What is the main move here? Two moves. One is d6. The other one is bishop b7 for black. So more popular is d6. What should white do here is the question. Because once d6 is played, black has a subtle threat here. Guys in the chat also, and Biswa, what is black's threat here?
Mm,
Yes. Belo Klavi Soup, Debashish Sen, Sulochana Mishra, you're right. Tanay Joshi.
is it knight a5?
Yes. Yes, this is a big threat. Because then you will lose this bishop. So
Why
that is
couldn't he do that before d6?
because knight takes e5 hangs.
Crazy.
So here, all the moves, if you see, Biswa, main moves, c3 is the main line, a3 is another line. That also a3 is played to save that bishop.
Got it.
But c3 makes more sense, right? In a way. But if you think about it, Biswa, you have played the closed Rai Lopez, made d3 line. So, like if you see here, if we go like bishop b3 and he goes d6, correct? This is one of the main lines. We were looking at castles. Castles is for marshal. But d6, you go c3, correct? Because now he's threatening knight a5. c3, he goes castles. Here you are going d3, which is kind of a slow line. The
Got it.
main move is h3 and d4. So that is why d3 transposes into a slower version of the closed Ruy Lopez.
Got it.
So perhaps, I mean, we can look at it deeper here.
I like a4 also. I mean, it's good. It's yeah, this one bishop has moved around so much now that you have nothing else is developed. But okay.
Okay, a4. And now Biswa two moves, yeah? b4 and bishop b7. So let's say b4. What is the gut instinct here to play?
c3.
C3, but then pawn takes. You want to take b takes c3, huh? Because generally what happens is that c3, you will never want to take here on b4. Because it's like, he can take with his knight.
Yeah.
So c3 in general would be possible.
Okay. Otherwise, why is this? Okay. d4 at some point you have to play. Can you play it right now? d4 takes. Yeah, I think you should play d4 now.
d4 is one move. And there is also another interesting move, a5. If you see on the right, there, you have a5, which scores quite heavily, 59% here with white. But it is only played in 122 games.
Okay, I don't understand the idea behind pushing this a pawn so far ahead when you're not developed.
The point is that here black can't do much very quickly. So you are just creating these two pawns away from each other.
Okay.
And this becomes, a6 becomes a weakness in many lines. So we can mark this move as an important one to remember. Overall, a5.
Got it.
I think he will go d6.
I think d5, no.
What, d4?
Sorry, d4, yeah.
Yeah, d4, I'm slightly worried about bishop g4. I don't know. Is that a move or not? With g4. Like here, generally in Rui Lopez, d4 is the knee jerk reaction is bishop g4 if you haven't played h3.
Okay. Yeah, then let's play h3 first.
So let's say if we go h3 here.
Isn't this a little too slow?
Yeah, but try it. That's where you have to try with black. If black can get some advantage here of the slow play, then that's good for him. What would you do here
He'll
with black?
uh knight h5.
Yeah, but 95?
Okay, this problem is there, no?
This always. Maybe bishop e6?
Yeah. But then why did you create that b7 square?
That is true. That is true. I mean, in
I mean, a
general,
pawn structure will be horrible after.
the thing is what I feel here, which we can generally try to do in such positions, is to take. And our development is very slow. So actually playing d4 is what I want to do, but I feel like we have undeveloped still for d4.
So c3, yeah.
c3 or d3 maybe.
1 second, yeah.
The idea of d3 is to go knight d2, knight b3, and then bishop e3, and then at the right moment maybe push d4. So this could be one way to play. 5 d6 h3, yeah. Okay, let's keep it at a4 b4 and a5 here.
I think after you play a4, you have to play a5 for that move to make any sense, no?
Yeah, I mean, you can also play, there is d4 here, this position. Actually, I would suggest d4 here, Biswa, because if any of your opponents do play ed4, no, here, then in such a position after here, let's try to think what to do here with white to play. Guys, in the chat as well, white to move, what would you do here?
e5 is the first move that comes to mind. e5. If knight takes, knight to नहीं ले सकता ना, is protected, so his knight has to move. Knight h5 or knight g4 or knight e8. Knight e8 is too weak. Knight g4, knight g5 is the most likely. Knight g5. Now.
No, knight g4, no?
Sorry, knight g4. Now knight takes d4, attacking that knight.
Also, Biswa, remember, when the knight comes to g4,
it attacks e5.
But how many defenders on e5?
2.
And how many attackers?
2.
So it's not attacked right now. So then knight g4 is actually not a great move. Because
but knight h5 is bad, I feel.
Knight h5, you can go g4, trap the knight.
Yeah.
That is always the idea. And knight
Knight
g4, you
e8
can
is there.
play h3. When he's forced to go to h6.
Good. Then only knight e8 makes some sense.
Yes, guys, this is the right move that all of you have found here. e5. So e5 ko knight e8 is the, so basically here you are already better. After e5, knight e8, and then there are many ways to maybe get an advantage, but I think knight takes d4 should be good enough, right? Here. I would definitely give white a small edge here. White is slightly better. So this becomes clear
One
that
second. Is there a better move than knight takes d4? I mean, to capitalize on this.
very interesting question. Yeah. Guys, try to think here. Biswa is asking, is there something better you can do? Very nice. I like his feel here. What do you do here as
I mean, you
white?
have to play it like a gambit, right? You're given up a pawn.
No, you
That
didn't give
pawn,
up a pawn because you got e5 in. You could have
correct.
also taken knight d4. But you played e5 because his knight has no good square.
Yeah, I know. But this pawn, if you just capture right now, then it's, yeah, we get a equal position, slightly better position, but we lose the dynamism, I feel. But I don't see anything else really. Like our knight, our next thing is the knight has to develop. So maybe we can just go knight d2 without taking that pawn, I feel.
It's a possibility because that pawn you can anyway recapture. But is there anything else that you can think of?
Bishop, bishop f4 is also a possibility. Yeah, I would much rather play knight d2.
But then take on d4 is also not a bad idea then.
Yeah, I just feel more comfortable once the pieces are developed. I just feel like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
two things have been developed. Yeah.
you have to think in this way that what can he do because you are undeveloped. He can't, he look at his pieces, no, knight e8. It's not like great.
Okay, so knight takes d4. Yeah.
Also,
And
let's see if, look at this.
bishop d5.
Did you consider this move?
No, what is this move? Bishop d5. Interesting.
Guys, well done. Something
Very
interesting.
nice move.
The point is that you want to take and spoil his structure, or maybe just take on d4 when the rook would be hanging.
Yeah, so I'll play bishop g7.
Bishop b7.
Yeah, bishop b7, sorry. Now you take
Knight d4.
yeah, knight d4. Yeah.
He can't take because bishop b7.
Yeah.
I think this is a very polished way to play it.
Yeah.
And maybe you are absolutely right. You know that should not take on d4 so soon. So bd5, maybe inserting that helps. So maybe we can mark this one.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So that makes d6 necessary, right? Here. It's the only move. D6.
Yeah.
So that is why I feel a4 before d4 is a good move, good way to play.
Yeah, a4, d4.
D4.
My only problem is
Development.
I mean, I'm not worried about the bishop. I'm really worried about the knight.
Which one? Here, no?
Knight on b1. It's
Yeah,
so
but
horrible.
let's take here. ठीक है, जो main line है, take. Let's say he can take with both, but pawn takes looks natural. And now I go knight b d2.
Very interesting, actually.
So the main point is that I want to put my knight on c4 in the future.
Ah, nice.
So when you play a4 and you provoke b4, then the
Hmm.
c4 square becomes a good square for the knight.
Yeah.
But also you
Yeah.
have to be careful when you execute knight c4 because you don't want to be losing a pawn. Queen takes, rook takes, and knight e4. So you have to play it carefully.
Got it.
But I think Biswa, this is already a decent position. Like we can look till here, here.
Hmm.
I mean, we can go deeper, but we can, we are finding the best lines and then we can go deeper as well.
Hmm.
So a4, b4 is done. What about a4, bishop b7?
Hmm. Interesting. Uh, I don't know. I mean, knight c3, I think knight c3, b4, knight d5, knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes on a4, maybe. No, b4 तो हो गया है, तो कुछ नहीं कर सकता होगा. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Knight c3
possible to
looks
go
okay,
knight c3. It's
but
possible.
it's like then why a4? This
Yeah.
a4 move has to make sense, no?
No, a4 was just played to avoid the marshal, basically.
Okay, got it. Okay, so
Sometimes the opening moves are just to not. So here,
okay, is there like something like um if you play c3, but then your dark square bishop is becoming, yeah, it's okay after
no, c3
d4.
idea is d4.
Yeah, and it'll be good.
But I think there is this again marshal like idea here. That is why it's not so great. And then you take.
एक बार मार्शल रट्टा मार लेंगे ना, फिर ये सब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा.
Because here knight b5, knight e5, knight e5, rook e5. And this is a better version for black than before. Because abhi bishop already यहाँ पे. In that bishop used to be here. So I think c3 ko d5 is the key move.
Got it. So this c3 is not good. I think knight c3 is then. ये सब कुछ प्रिपेयर कर जाएंगे. पहला मूव e4, d6.
अरे तो धीरे धीरे ना बिस्वा, top players, this is the base. So what will happen is in your computer you will have 5-6 databases: e4 e5, e4 d6, e4 c6, e4 c5. तो ये सब base है वो database का. Then when you will keep on improving, you will keep on building into that database like everything.
Okay, let's go back. Um,
Maybe d3 है.
d4. Why not d4?
d4
Sorry.
ed, knight d4, knight d4, queen d4, c5 c4. Somehow doesn't look good, no? Like here d4.
Yeah.
I think he will start not with ed4 because there is e5, but take with the knight. Take with the knight.
Yeah, I think this is very bad.
Take with the knight. Now e5, you have knight d5.
Yeah, also
And
his bishop is opening
it's
up.
very strong. And here c5 and then c4. And it looks really bad.
Very bad, yeah.
So d4 is not a good move.
Yeah, I think knight. What about this d3?
D3 is the main move.
Got it.
Here. So d3.
D6, D5.
Abhi
D5.
d5 makes no sense, right? d5, ed, knight d5, knight e5, knight e5, rook e5. And I have already my pieces developed, like bishop is coming out. c3 mein the bishop was not coming out, and it takes away the knight c3 square. So then d5 is good because your pieces are clumsy. But with d3, your pieces are very fluid. So he goes d6.
Knight c3.
Knight c3 is possible.
Where is knight going to go eventually? Yeah, knight is going to go to g3, I think. So knight d2, knight f1 may be better.
It's a good idea.
Because on the queen side, there is no good square for the knight, I think. Is there?
No, knight f1, knight g3, typical ideas here. So bishop a2.
Okay, so just one question. In the something like in the Sicilian, we know that we have to play on the queen side, or a French, white has to play on the king side. In the Ruy Lopez, is it center where you have to play?
No, you have to just play on all. You have to be aware. That's what makes Ruy Lopez very good. But generally, white is aiming for a king side attack.
Okay. So then knight on g3 makes sense.
Yeah. So, Biswa, this opening position which you have reached after 12 moves is a very rich one. Because you can go knight g3, then you can think of c3, d4 break, or you can play a little bit calmly, you can even develop your bishop. You can go h3, knight h2, knight g4, knight h4, knight f5. So what happens is that Ruy Lopez, that's why people like to play. Because there are many ways to play it.
Friends, you want to see dead mosquito? I have.
Sure.
Only if friends want to see.
Oh.
So, क्या सागर भाई डेड मॉस्किटो में इंटरेस्ट दिखा रहे हो? ओके चलो.
Chess 24/7 says यार shout out दे दो. 2014 से चेस वीडियोस बना रहा हूँ, पर सब्सक्राइबर सिर्फ 300 है. 500 सब्सक्राइबर का टारगेट. अरे अगर इतने सारे वीडियो है तो कीप वर्किंग एंड ऑल द बेस्ट. आई होप यू गेट सब्सक्राइबर्स. So a4, bishop b7 we saw, Biswa.
Yeah.
If opponent plays b4, you remember the move. d4.
Yeah.
b4, d4.
Yeah.
And bishop b7, we go d3.
Yes.
And then knight d2, knight f1, knight g3. The plan. Okay, this is anti-martial. You can go deeper later into it. Let's see d6. Oh, sorry, not here. C.
Why to play, no?
Sorry, castle ke jagah d6. And now you go c3, correct?
Yeah.
Main move. Here the question is, Biswa, after castles, what do you want to play?
Sorry, before this, I just want to understand one thing. One second. 1, 2, 3. We have moved our bishop 3 times. To achieve what? Like what is that we get in return of moving our bishop 3 times?
Well, generally, these pawns here could become potential targets with a4 always in these lines. And the idea is that, see, if you are playing Italian, then these pawns are not here and your bishop is anyway on this diagonal. But these pawns, although they are, have gained space, will later come under a4. And when you play a4, no, black is in a little bit of a problem. If he takes ba4, then his a6 pawn becomes weak. And if he doesn't take, then after ab, bethe, your rook becomes active. So that is why provoking a6, b5 sometimes works to your advantage.
Okay, got it. But again, I want to understand then why are we suddenly playing in the center?
Means?
Like, I just want to understand what are black's trumps and what are white's trumps here. See, like, just asking at a very concept level, we brought the bishop out and brought it back with 3 moves. Now we have created those 2 weaknesses. Then we should.
It's not a weakness as such. Yeah, it's normal. Like a6 b. It can become weakness subsequently if black doesn't play well.
Okay.
And the main idea is to play in the. See, the main thing is to launch an attack, but in order to develop, you need to play in the center.
Okay.
So castle, you want to go d4, which is very concrete, or you want to play h3? That is a question.
d4.
d4.
Yeah.
But the concrete line begins with bishop g4. Now.
That's okay.
Okay. So what do you do here?
Knight d2, I think.
Yeah, but then you lose d4 pawn.
Yes.
Because the knight is pinned.
Hold on. So, I mean, queen d3 is an option which looks like an idiotic move.
No, queen d3, bishop f3, queen f3, d4, maybe.
Okay, brother has pinned me. So, bishop e3, but then you lose the e4 pawn.
Or do you? Because always remember here, bishop e3, good move. If knight takes e4, blunder. What is the problem? Guys, also think.
It's a blunder.
Yes, why?
I don't know. it's a blunder. Yeah, simple होगा कुछ tactic में वो दिख नहीं रहा. I think d takes e5. D takes e5. Queen takes queen. And now I don't know. Hold on. Oh, bishop d5 actually.
Yes.
Simple.
That's
very nice.
And this knight is hanging. And this knight is hanging. So that gives you an advantage. Okay?
Very nice.
So bishop e3 is a good move here.
Okay.
But this leads to a very complicated position.
Let's go.
If you see ed4, there is knight a5, there is bishop h5. I think 3 moves mainly. But ed4 is the main move. So ed4, you will take back with the pawn. And now, of course, again, still you can't take on e4, bd5. So knight a5 is the main move. Here you have to maintain your bishop, correct?
Yeah.
And now comes the interesting thing here. Yeah, like 2 moves. One is c5. The other one is knight c4. If you go knight c4 here, look at the move that white plays. So क्या हुआ? मतलब, see, if you think about it a little bit deeper, white has got 2 strong pawns in the center, and next move he will kick the knight away with b3 and maybe put his bishop on b2.
Wow. This is like Ruy Lopez, but rare variation for white.
Yeah, with the bishop.
Yeah. Gary Kasparov used to play this line, or what?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Oh,
there is
you mean
one game,
D4, kya? D4
not
line.
D4, but somehow his bishops always ended up on the long diagonals, both bishops.
Yeah. Oh, that game where he sacks against
Yeah.
Karpov. Rook A3,
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
Rook A3 move.
Okay, so this is interesting.
So we'll mark the move D4 actually, because this is a very important decision which you have taken to play D4.
Yeah, the good thing about this line is if you memorize it once, you get good advantage. Wow.
And now knight D2 or bishop B2, both are possible. Let's go bishop B2, maybe just. And okay, it's an interesting position, Biswa. You can take on C5, open up your bishops, or you can play D5 some point. You can go knight D2, knight F1, knight G3, idea H3, breaking the pin, and your bishops are quite interestingly placed.
Got it.
ठीक है ना? So maybe we can mark this and end this line here. So knight A5, bishop C2. What if he goes C5 here? Which is the other main move. The good thing here is that there are some statistics, which guide us. And a very strong move here is H3. That's what the statistics say.
But if D takes C5, D takes C5.
D takes C5.
Yeah, queen takes queen.
Yeah, rook A D8 or rook F D8.
Knight
E5, huh?
Knight E5 looks good. My main point is bishop E6. No, what I'm trying to do is try and find a way to make that knight really misplaced.
On A5?
Yeah. Can we just exchange pieces so that his knight is too far away to cause any actual damage?
Yeah, but the knight comes to C4
hold on. If C5, then instead of S3, why not B3?
B3. It's an interesting move, yeah. Let's see if some good player has played it or not. No, but there are a few games, but not very strong players. Okay, what if I go knight C6? You'll go D5, but knight D5.
I don't know. I mean, this is
B3.
What I don't understand.
B3, why you are playing? But because if he's coming knight C4, you anyway go bishop C1.
Yeah, but why not already avoid it?
No, because the thing is that he has other move also, no, to go back.
Okay.
So after B3, knight C6, D5, he goes knight E5. And then you are in some bit of trouble.
Got it. Yeah.
Also, knight B4 actually is much stronger, winning the bishop instead of knight E5. So here not B3.
ये कैसा ओपनिंग है ना, इसमें जाके पहले हम लोग ब्लैक को बोलते हैं कि तेरा नाइट खा जाएंगे और पूरा टाइम उसका नाइट तुम्हारे बिशप को भगाते रहता था. सॉरी भाई, ऐसे ही बोल रहे थे, थोड़ी खाएंगे. The whole game you're just like, भाई अरे नहीं यार, offer not valid. Well, literally once you go there, then you're coming back and the whole game you're like नहीं दूंगा. It's just like उसको जाके उकसा दिया कि आ जाओ खेलते चोर पुलिस और पूरा टाइम भगा.
So what he's not giving?
Arey, he wants to take your light square bishop as you promised.
Yeah.
He wants to exchange the knight for your light square bishop. But you are running away every time he's coming. But you are the one who started. Okay. At the opening you went and you're like, come, I'll take your knight. And they're like, okay, take. They're like, no, not like that. Then you have come, like this bishop has gone, ding, and it has come. And now the whole game is just like, I will not give my bishop.
Yeah, it's a very common thing in chess. Yeah, to go and provoke things from your opponent and
Yeah.
then you just come back because it's all weaknesses are created.
Yeah. It's very funny. Yeah, but I don't understand like why H3. You have to then play G4, no?
Yeah, let's go G4.
Oh man,
Bishop
this looks
G6.
very off, no?
Hmm?
Does this not look dangerous?
Yeah, but look, your center is quite stable, so he cannot break it. So here the move is knight d2. And now the first question, like, what should black do? Because you have things under control.
Okay. Mm, what is black's advantage? Maybe he should play C4.
No, c4 would be just giving white the full center.
That's that's what I was thinking. Lock the center and then play on the king side. But his one piece is on the queen side. Maybe okay, that's an idea. Uh, D5.
No, it's black to play.
Yeah, I'm thinking why not D5?
d5, e5. Ah, bishop c2. Thank you, Amit Panchal. But then take here also is possible.
Okay. I think it's just complicated with no actual advantage. Okay.
Maybe here the main move could be knight c6 or knight d7. Let's say knight d7.
I'm not getting the idea of like what we are trying to do.
The main thing what we are trying to do is just gain space.
No,
Look at the
not us.
space.
What is black trying to do with knight
No
d7?
black. I mean, what else should he do? Like, you tell me.
Why not c takes d5?
Yes, he takes. Let's say I take with the knight, or should I take with the bishop? Let's say I take with the knight.
Knight c4.
Yeah, but knight takes c4. See, the when it gets
Yeah, then
exchanged here,
c. Yeah,
this
then he takes
position is
c4.
very good for you. I mean, firstly, I can go knight c6 and pick up these double bishops. Also, I was thinking e4 is weak, right? But here we can do some move like f3 maybe. And then this entire pawn is a huge barrier to this bishop pawn chain.
Got it.
So you will see, Biswa, what happens in these openings like Rui Lopez is that they are strategically so complicated that after a while, suddenly one side is better. The one who is able to play well and avoid any premature exchanges.
Understood.
Okay, so
I mean, this S3 is very hard to remember.
no, but here knight a5, bishop c2, c5, and now you're playing h3.
Yeah, I just don't understand why we are. Matlab, how
g4,
to.
h3, g4. ये वाले position.
H3, G4. Yeah, that's the. Now, what is the plan? King G2 and attack from the
No,
king
no.
side.
Our idea is that what would black do? Our idea is to maybe play d5 and trap this knight on a5 where it cannot go. If it goes to c4, you take.
Got it. So we are playing against this knight.
Yeah, you play against this knight often in the Rui Lopez. It's that knight is a big problem. So if he tries to fix it and goes knight c6 instantly, here you can, Ishan, thank you for becoming backer of Indian chess, d5. knight b4 and bishop b1. Like I'm not giving up that bishop. And now a3. Knight will get trapped.
But what if he goes knight e5 instead in the last move?
Yeah, but this is just happiness for you, right? Because you can just take,
Get a pass move.
and yeah, you get a passer.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I think his position is not good enough.
So Rui Lopez, I can't tell you that, oh, this is the plan always. It's very, very subtle. You know, it keeps changing with the pieces. Like now d5 आ गया. कभी d5 नहीं, कभी cd4 के बाद this structure comes. He takes, then d6, e4. Like that.
Got it. It's very versatile, basically. And he can choose a way to play it.
Yeah.
Got it. So what you're discussing is right now closed replicas, no?
Yes. Let me mark this move, important one. G4. So ये क्या होता है? That all these moves get saved, and then we can test ourselves to remember.
Got it.
So I can just. So is there any other thing? Here, bishop a4, castles, bishop e7, rook e1, b5, bishop b3, castles, a4. This is we are doing, and d6 go. We are going c3, castles, d4. This is the main line. And bg4, bishop e3. And ed, cd. Knight a5, bishop c2.
Got it.
c5, h3. Knight c4, bishop c1. c5, b3. b3, knight b6, bishop b2, as you said. Okay. And have we taken any I mean
Drugs?
okay, b5 here, bishop b3 and bishop c5 arcangles. It's becoming very popular these days.
Archangel says
Yeah, this is the name of this system.
variation.
It's called arcangles.
D3? No. C3? Yes. But that pawn is hanging. What to do?
Which one? e4,
Rook
no?
E1 है यहाँ पे या Rook E1?
No, but rook e1 is possible to play. But if you see from the scores here, you will see that
C3.
c3 does well, a4 does well. Knight c3 somehow is a very I've never seen these ideas of knight c3 in these lines.
How reliable are these does well ones? Because if there is a strong grandmaster like Kasparov and he chooses to play a particular line and he mostly wins, then all of his games are going to be wins. It doesn't mean the line is good. I think he's a better player. No.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But you will see that the ELO average they are taking is of like strong games. So I mean it's just indicative of
Got
which
it.
direction we should think of. Clearly not the only way to go.
Yeah, but c3 then. C3 looks good. They give up that pawn, but
No, you can't take it, right? Because if you take it, then d4.
and also, yeah, d4. Now e takes, d takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes.
Here maybe d5, and I think you are getting a lot of play. Knight a5, bishop c2.
Knight has to go back. And knight c3, or actually, yeah, but b3 makes some sense.
No, b3 is too slow here. Bishop g5, knight c. You are pawn down, no, Biswa. When you are
Got
pawn
it.
down, you have to be faster.
Okay. So this is some sort of gambit.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. What is this called? This gambit?
I mean, it's the archangels variation, and you are playing. I mean, black took it here when you went c3.
Huh.
Generally, black won't take it because if you see the main move for black is d6. Knight e4 is not a good move.
Sir, in my rating range, everybody will take it.
Yeah. So then, I mean, generally, like, okay,
Rook e1?
rook e1, bishop f2, and then you
Very
lose the
beautiful.
rook.
Very beautiful. Okay. So d4 you have to play.
d4, d,
Rook e1 maybe.
rook e1, d5 maybe.
q1 d5. Just want to check one line. What happens if knight rook takes e5? Is there anything that happens?
Not really,
Queen,
I think.
queen e2. He'll just castle.
Yeah, he can just
That's all he
castle.
had.
Or play bishop f5.
Okay.
Here, I mean, take, and d5 looks very strong to me. I mean, you're getting space, you're getting rook e1, you're getting knight c3, you're getting bishop g5. Very free play.
Yeah. But also your pawn is weak. IQP.
No, it's not. I mean, it's already advanced and no one is attacking it. Usually, IQP pawns are like you can sit, you can blockade it and you can attack it. Here, it's not like that.
Okay. Okay. This is good. A good looking variation.
He'll play d6 mostly here. Bishop c5, c3, d6. See, if you want to play simple chess, no, you can play Italian. That is why Rui Lopez is very complicated. Because
I
all
like
lines
Rui
are,
Lopez.
they are very complex. Like if you start playing ना, अभी तुम खेलोगे ना, तो games में something you will learn new.
Yeah, it's very like even when my opponent forces it on me because I'm playing black e4 e5, when he plays Rui Lopez, the position is so dynamic. It's amazing to like play even from black. That's how I decided on Rui Lopez that if you're a stronger player, then Rui Lopez can really be good for you.
Yeah.
Stronger player isn't from your opponent because Italian the problem is it
Simple, yeah. It's simpler to play.
so opponent doesn't give you anything till a long time. So this is but here your understanding and your tactical ability can all come into play much better.
Correct.
Without going into something like King's Gambit.
Very, very correct. ठीक है. So here instead of knight e4, d6. Now the main move is here d4 but there is also a4 here. a4 you will see Biswa a6 b5 खेला है तो a4 आता ही है. And then rook b8, and now the main move is d4. And if he takes, you are better. So he has to go bishop b6. Like if he takes, you take cd. Then you also get e5. So he has to go back. And now in this position, I mean, this is an interesting situation. What to do here?
See, knight d2 maybe. Or rook e1. No, knight d2 not. Bishop e3.
Yeah, bishop e3 is one move here.
Bishop e3 is...
Maybe it's going too deep here. But the main move, I mean, is a5 here, which is played in Duda with it.
Crazy.
And also, I mean, it's being played in almost now many games. a5. ab5 is another move. But a5. And the point is very simple that you cannot take here. So if you take, I take. You take. Take. And threatening knight c6 and knight f7, and white is winning.
Beautiful.
So a5, bishop a7 is a must. And then here you have to decide what to do. I think h3 is a move. Okay, we can
Vidit se पूछ लेंगे बाकी.
mark करके रख. Good idea. So arcangles. Another line which we have to just make sure what you want to do is knight f6. It's the Berlin.
Yeah, I mean d3 comes to mind. I have never played this.
Yeah, d3 is the anti-Berlin. Castle is the main line. Like castle, knight e4. You know this Berlin endgame.
I have seen this.
It's quite a interesting endgame, but people prefer to not. I mean, I feel that it's better to stay in the middle game right now. So d3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anti-Berlin.
Okay.
Main move is bishop c5. And always remember, if you take on c6, then he will take dc6. Then you will take on e5. Then he will play queen d4. Double attack and f2 gone. Did you get that?
Yes.
Bishop
That I know.
You know it. Yeah, and now this is a complicated position, Biswa. But here the main idea is that white often takes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Chalo, kam se kam apna, he's not bluffing.
And the main thing is that he cannot take with the b pawn here. If b pawn se mara to e5 mar raha hai. So in order to make this queen d4 possible, like after knight e5, he has to take with the d pawn. And now white argues that, look, I have a better structure because the d pawn took. So again, this is one position which you have to understand how to play. But one of the main ideas is knight d2, knight c4. You can play queen e2, maybe bishop e3. Just develop that way. Or you can even castle in some cases.
Yeah. Or you can start with knight d2, knight f1, knight g3, and then guess.
Possible. Knight d2, castles.
Knight f1.
And here, instead of f1, no, this. He goes knight c4, so that this and this can also come.
Nice.
And then knight d7, defend e5. Because if you take, queen d4, same problem. So castling. Now you are threatening to take here. So rook e8 to defend it.
c3?
Yeah, here you are not aiming for d4. Because if you
Yeah,
play
but I want
d4,
to get the queen to b2. But I don't have light square bishop, so I think that's just useless.
yeah,
Maybe bishop e3 actually.
yeah, it's a good move actually. If he takes, then you have a great position because when the opponent has a bishop pair, you try to exchange it.
Yeah. And after that, you take with knight, and then knight sits comfortably on f5.
Yeah, knight is threatening to come here.
Yeah. And he has an isolated, not isolated pawn, right? Double pawn. Yeah, this is but more like this is less dynamic than the
No,
other
it's
version,
very
I guess.
positional. It's very positional. Maybe we can think of something else here. Like d3 के जगह something else.
Knight c3.
Yeah, it's possible to play this also.
Yeah, but this is, I think, going into lately Italian type.
Yeah, it's going to four knights actually. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, knight C3, knight F6, bishop B5, bishop B4. It's like both players can keep repeating. I mean,
Yeah.
keep copying.
What about c3 here? If you give up that pawn, then what happens? Is there anything?
When here,
Yeah, you give up
yep,
that pawn.
take.
Nothing in return.
Seems okay. Otherwise, I mean, that's why you have to do something about this pawn.
Yeah, I think yeah, I think d3 is the only move here. Not the only, yeah, only. But castles is top move, huh?
Castles is has been the most number times.
If a
Knight
castle it
E4.
takes, now I play d4. Wow.
Yeah, D4, knight D6, bishop C6, BC6, knight E5.
Yeah, okay, I would prefer this variation, I think.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Berlin endgame,
I
whatever.
was thinking here, the rookie one. It's quite a drawish position, like this one. Because एक file open hai, you will win this. He'll play bishop E7. And maybe
Okay.
you can go for this sideline, yeah, like bishop. Usually the bishop goes back to F1. You can play BD3 maybe here. Take, take, castling.
I think this is what I'm going to play from black. Not this, but I'm going to play Berlin against the rule from black.
Yeah, it's very solid, you know, Biswa, that so many people are that's why playing this opening as top players.
Yeah, I'll play that only. That's a much better option than. But with white, I'll play this.
Okay. So a lot of lines, yeah, that you look at this. Above your head.
Yeah. After that puzzle, then
Huh?
after doing that puzzle in the afternoon, I have just I cannot be angrier anymore, so I've given up.
Can you take one position from that book and we'll try to solve right now?
Okay, I'll get the book.
Yeah, guys, we can fine tune these lines basically, but I have at least saved them here. Maybe it's a lot of opening for today. So we'll solve one position and then
Do you want me to send it a photo, or I'll just
You
tell
can
you where the piece is?
dictate.
Okay. Um,
When you dictate, you have to start with white king, queen, rook, knight, bishop, pawns. Like bishop, knight, pawns. Then black
okay.
king, queen, and so on.
Okay. Um, King on A2,
Yeah,
white queen on C6,
yeah.
white bishop on D3.
B, Bombay,
No, D.
Delhi. Okay.
White rook on E5,
Hmm.
pawns on A4, B3, C2, and D4.
Hmm.
Black king on A7,
F7,
A7.
A7.
Black queen on D8, black rook on G7, black bishop on F7, and pawns on A5, B6, C7, and D5.
Oh, okay.
White to move.
This is the position.
One second. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, just checking every piece. Yes, this is the position. White to move. Do you want to know the theme of the chapter?
Oh, I got it.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't get excited.
Wow.
I'll have to solve it. Hold on.
Guys, try to find.
Hmm. Should I talk?
Yeah.
Okay, rook e8 and rook e7 I'm looking at. And queen a8 is also a move. So if rook e8, then bishop takes e8. Because if queen takes, then I think after queen c7, king um, a8, uh, bishop a6. Um, it's oh no, there's some problem there also.
But
I don't
okay, if he
see
takes with the bishop, it's over, no? Rook e8, bishop e8.
rook e8, bishop e8.
Ah, resign.
Bishop e8. Who
Uh,
resigns? White resigns.
yeah, you gave a free rook, no?
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't work. Uh, rook e7. If queen takes, again there's problem. Okay, one second. The rook e7. If queen takes, why did I want this to happen? Okay. I don't think there's any point. I'm not getting anything out of this. Okay, so queen takes b6 is again he takes and there's nothing. The rook d5. If bishop takes,
Oh, it's a Caruana game. Do you know this
no,
one?
I don't know.
Caruana versus Ponomarev.
Okay, this rook d5 looks interesting. Rook takes rook d5. Bishop takes d5. But I don't know. I don't know how the mate will happen. That's the problem. Um, I think the mate should happen with bishop coming to a6 and queen coming to b7. And what is stopping us? This queen is stopping us, obviously, and the king also. Okay. What about bishop a6 to start with? King takes. Yeah, queen comes to a8 should be mate if this dumb queen is not there. So,
Guys, notice how Biswa is trying to solve.
yeah, we have to remove this queen basically. And king on a6, and that is mate. Okay. Now, what is most efficient way? Yeah, I think if rook e7,
Yeah.
he has to take, and then this whole plan works. Rook e7, but he does if he doesn't take and he goes uh, queen b8.
King b8.
Why king? Why not queen? Because you
Queen b8, rook c7, no?
rook c7, queen b7, and it's mate. Okay, so if queen, okay, so king b8 trying to survive, but still you can just play bishop a6. Now queen c8. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
but he
mate.
loses his queen. Yeah,
The mate. Very good answer. Rook e7. It's deflection, queen takes, and bishop a6.
yeah,
Threatening a mate, which in order to stop you have to take, but this is a checkmate. So queen was deflected from d8 to stop that check. Well done, all of you who gave this answer. Uh, oh, rook e7. Yeah. Pratyush, Crux, Things, Yash, Aryaman, Nishan, Nikhil, Chesar, Harish, and Arav. Okay.
yeah.
Biswa,
Once you see the mate, no, it becomes easier to get there.
yeah.
But
So
instead, if you
the
don't know the
idea
pattern,
took
then
you
it won't work.
around 2-3 minutes to find. And the only reason why I found it faster is because I've seen something like this before because of solving. So it's all about solving more and more, and your speed will grow very quick.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you solving that position number 92 tomorrow.
Which one? Ah, that video.
Yeah,
I already solved it, but
yeah, I know, but I want to see the video
yeah.
of how your head must just your head goes into like why, and then you solve it. Do you want to solve one more? This just for you.
Okay.
Like I already know the answer.
Okay. Let's do.
Okay. Um, White king on h2.
1 second. Okay. White king h2.
Yeah. Queen on g4.
Yeah.
Rook on a1 and g1.
Yeah.
Pawns on b2, b3, c3,
B2.
d3,
Huh?
c3,
Huh?
f2,
Hmm.
h3,
Hmm.
and f5. Black king
F5 or H5?
f5.
Okay.
Black king
Huh?
on h6.
Mm-hmm.
Queen on f7.
Mm-hmm.
Rook on d8.
Mm-hmm.
Rook on c6.
Mm-hmm.
Knight on what is this? D7. Sorry, E7.
Okay.
Pawns on A6, B7, C7, E5, F6. Just show me once. Okay, 1 second. Oh, there is a mistake.
Knight, huh?
No. The white pawn on D3 should be on B3.
Oh, double pawns, huh?
Yes. And knight is correct, queen is correct, five is correct, everything else is correct.
Guys, white to play.
Come on, guys. Think.
Okay, I'll think aloud.
Yeah. I don't know how they come to the answer, so you can tell me.
So queen h4 is the first move that comes to my mind, and I'm quickly looking at any other checks like queen g6 or anything works. Queen h4, queen h5. Then I saw quickly rook g6, but knight g6 ke baad I did not see anything that is happening. So in my mind, queen h4, queen h5, rook a4 is one, like rook activating from that side is definitely a concept that I want to try.
Yeah, because if then queen takes h4, then rook h4 is mate.
Yes. But it's not forcing. Like even if you give me the next move, I don't know how to mate, because this I do a lot of times.
Yes.
I'll just take the move to myself. But if I go rook a g4, then rook g6 is a definite threat. So this is one idea, like queen h4, queen h5, rook a4 for sure. But is there something else I can do? Like I was thinking more forcing in general. So rook on c6 is an important piece, but I cannot deflect it. So rook on d8 I cannot deflect easily. I mean rook a d1, rook takes d1 doesn't finish up. h4 takes. So actually,
yeah.
Rook queen h. Okay, what if I start with rook a4? Because when I go queen, like then he cannot go queen h5. If he goes rook g8, I have queen h4, queen h5. That should be okay for him. So I want to start with rook f4, but there's queen h5 there. And sorry, no, not queen h5. What's the move he will do? Rook g8, right? Rook g8 also. G8, queen h4.
If rook g8, then queen h4, queen h5. Yeah, queen h4, queen h5 or something. Yeah. If rook g8.
Generally, when such positions are given, no, then once.
Hey, rook g. Okay, so here the thing is, rook g8 is not a good move.
After rook a4.
Yeah, after rook a4, rook g8 is not a good move because queen g7 check.
What?
Queen g7 check.
Oh my god.
If it
Oh
takes
my
an
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's
insane idea, no?
no, one second. Rook a4.
Yeah.
Rook g8.
Rook g queen g7 check.
Queen take.
Rook h4 mate.
No, it's not made, no.
He'll come, yeah. But now take the queen. King has to take and you win the rook.
Yes, but I'm pieced down. Biswa, have you told me the position correctly?
I think the position is correct, but I don't know what is the refutation for rook g8. One second, let me see. Position is correct only.
Sure, no?
Some idea like this has to work.
Okay. I can do that, no, Biswa.
Rook g queen g6.
No, here rook g8 को queen g8.
Okay, and if he takes, then yeah, obviously you win. Yeah, then you. But that
So,
queen h5 is there.
no, and now I won't take your take. What do I do?
Just queen rook g6 mate.
Yes, rook g6 here and mate.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, so rook a4 puts him in kind of a bind, no? He cannot do much. Or is it? So my idea is check here and rook g4. With the idea of rook g6, knight g6, rook g6, king h7 and queen h5.
Hmm. I think knight f5 was what computer was suggesting, but I don't know.
But then take.
Yeah, but at least he's not getting mated, so that's his
I mean, this is coming.
something, some ideas there. I don't know. You maybe you'll find it to the Indian, but yeah, rook a4 is the first move, and then whatever he plays there
Oh,
from
rook a4 threatens something. Yeah, rook a4 threatens queen g7 and rook h4.
yes, that's the threat. But your rook g8 was a great idea.
Rook g8. Okay, nice one, Biswa.
Let me see if the guy actually found it in the game.
Nice one. Sorry, here. Guys, did you understand this puzzle?
Wow, the guy found it.
Who is he?
White, no?
I'll tell
Soko.
you.
Soko against Brunello.
Sochko. Yeah, this Polish coach. Polish coach. One more? Last one?
Oh, you want to do? Okay, I'll give you one more. If you want to do, there is no problem. I'll give you some beautiful ones that I found. Um, I mean, this might be easy, but I have written unbelievable next to it, so I don't know what the solution was. White king on h8, white queen on e3, sorry, e6,
White queen. White king h8. White queen e6.
rooks on d1 and f1,
Hmm.
pawns on a2, c3, d6, g2, h2, and I forgot a bishop. The bishop is on e7.
Hmm.
Black king on h8.
Oh, so white king was on h1.
Sorry.
I was very surprised. Like full position h2 g2 pawn king कैसा उधर तक h8 तक.
No, sorry.
हाँ.
Black king is on h8. Rooks on, sorry, queen on, क्या बोलते हैं इसको? e4. Rook on f8 and a8. Bishop on e5. Pawns on a8.
8.
Sorry, a7. b5.
बहुत chess practice किया है so.
Sorry, a7, b5, c5, d2.
What?
Yeah, in front of the rook. And g6, h7.
Who to play, white or black?
Black to play.
Is this correct?
Let me see. सर एक बार उल्टा करो ना, मैं एक बार फट से उल्टा कर लूंगा. Answer correct. Incorrect. Yeah, correct. Black to play. I also forgot what was the answer. When I solved it yesterday, I forgot it.
So, okay, the first thing, like if I flip it, no, like black to play,
Hmm.
there are some back rank ideas. There is queen e1 in the air somewhere. Also, g2 is a soft point, so I want to take it. My rook is hanging, so I must do something about it. Uh, Also, there is this discovered attack, like discovered check, like thing. Something can happen there. The first natural question is what happens to rook f1, and then playing queen e1. But
I found the
it's
answer. I found it.
bishop f6. But you solved it, no, already?
Yeah, yeah. I had forgotten what is the answer. Now I found it.
So rook f2 is one move that comes to mind, but rook f2, queen e1 check, rook f1, and then there is no mate there. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
It's actually quite mind blowing. The answer is really mind blowing.
Yeah, it looks very interesting. Um, because it's not so straightforward. But what if I go queen e1? No, that doesn't work. Queen e1, rook e1 doesn't seem. Queen e2 first move. Suppose I go.
He'll take your
Uh,
rook.
Sorry.
He'll take your rook.
Yeah, bishop f8. That doesn't seem to work at all. So h2 is also a soft square where some mating ideas can occur. But how do I put it all into perspective? Like put it all together. Rook.
चलो now I'm feeling good कि मेरे को भी ये puzzle solve करने में बहुत time लग रहा है.
Is this like very trivial? I don't know if I'm
No,
missing.
it's not trivial. It's not trivial. I think you have all the ideas. Just one arrangement is required, and
I
then
mean, a move like rook f4 comes to mind, but what's my threat? Yeah, like because if he takes rook f4, I have queen f4. Then h2 is gone, and with that. But it could also be that rook f4, he goes b7 maybe.
if you want a hint, let me know.
Oh,
Found it? It's so nice, no?
yes, it's very good.
What a great,
Yeah. Rook F1. Oh, sorry, it's black to play. So, Rook F1, Rook F1, and Queen F4.
what a move this is, this Queen F4.
Yeah, I should have
Ah,
found it earlier, but very nice position. Yeah, Biswa.
yeah, it's like the trick is not in the first move, it's in the second move.
Yeah.
So you'll always give up
No, I
after
mean
Rook
here
E7.
you look at Queen E1,
Hmm.
but then Bishop F6 and it's lost for you.
Yeah.
So that's why Queen F4.
It's so hard to solve because you disregard Rook F1 after calculating the first this thing, right? You're like, that cannot be the move.
Yeah.
So you just never calculate it again.
Yeah.
And then this is the, it's
Yeah.
a beautiful.
Can we do one more?
Hey, you want to do one more? Okay, I have.
Biswa is the quiz master.
A lot. Let me see. I want to give a good. I want to give basically ones that was not only solved. Uh,
Yes. Sachin Ranade has sent a super chat. Uh, Please welcome my daughter Arya to our chess community. She was born on July 30th. She looks forward to playing with GM Sagar Shah 7 years from now. Congratulations, Sachin. Uh,
okay. Hey, Sachin, congratulations.
Biswa,
Uh,
when Sachin, like his wife was pregnant, he heard so many streams that he has written a mail that he thinks that the daughter will become a chess player.
wow, it's possible.
Let's
हो
see.
सकता है, it's possible.
Okay, give the position.
Mm, okay. There are some tough ones and some beautiful ones. So I'll give you the beautiful ones. I don't care about the tough ones. Tough ones is just time taking and irritating. Okay. White king on G1,
Yeah,
queen on C3,
yeah,
rook on F1,
yeah,
bishop on B7,
yeah.
knight on E2,
Mm-hmm.
pawns on A4, B5, C2, F2, G2, H2.
Mm.
Black king on G8,
Mm.
queen on F6,
Mm.
rook on D8,
Mm.
bishops on B6 and F5, pawns on A5, E5, F7, G7, H7.
A5, E5, F7, G7, H7. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Is
Just
correct?
show it. Just turn it around.
Found it.
1 second.
Sometimes setting up the position does help.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is. I've written beauty in front of it. I don't know what the
You
answer is.
forgot or what?
Yeah, yeah, I did this 2 days ago. Something you have to do. Yeah, bishop f2 is the first one that comes to mind. Rook takes, then rook d1, and this obviously doesn't work. So you have to do. I think, yeah, the idea is basically that bishop on f5 has to move to a square, allowing you to do the. Yeah, I think bishop takes c2 is the idea,
Are,
right?
are. It's the right idea, but why do you want to
Yeah,
play it
sorry,
like
sorry.
that?
Bishop e4, bishop e4.
And
Bishop e4
I
is a
take
more
bishop
forcing it.
e4.
Bishop takes, then queen takes on f2, rook
Yeah,
takes, and rook d1.
absolutely
Mate.
right.
It's such a beautiful move, no? This bishop.
Yeah, very nice.
Oof.
Mate,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go here. Very nice.
This book is very good.
Yeah, this is weird kind of positions. No, it's not like common. Like, some like normal books have easy ones, and this has. It's supposed to be not so tough book, but it has quite tough positions.
Actually, once you know the theme, it's much easier. He has given hints for everything.
This one is what pin.
No, removing the defender. So once you know you're looking for that, and plus he gives you a separate hint saying this is mate. Okay. And he'll give you one more hint saying away, which means you have to chase away something.
Hmm.
Or he'll give you something lure. So you have to lure some piece somewhere. So with the hints, it's doable. One and the thing is, it's actually more doable because he combines similar type of puzzles in a row. 10 will be about sacrificing the queen. So once you get the first two, then you're looking for that pattern, and it becomes slightly easier to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think more than 10 of this in a day is just not
Yeah, no, it's
headache
great. And I mean, once you do this few either patterns, and it keeps you very sharp before your
yeah,
event.
for sure. Which is coming up on 26th, right? Okay, see you.
Oh, you're playing.
I want to play. I have a show, so if the timings don't overlap, I'll play.
But it's a short format, like it's a blitz tournament, not a rapid one.
So what?
So you can, I mean, you will come under time pressure, and also if
No,
you,
why?
okay.
I mean, if I come on a time pressure, I come on a time pressure, but it's like 3 minutes, no?
Yeah,
That's enough. I mean, it's not like bullet.
true. Awesome.
That's
Also,
great.
you have practiced playing on Tornello now.
Sir, I can't tell you that's actually a factor. This playing on Tornillo no, is actually a headache factor. It's full.
Because you're
If you
not
don't,
used to it.
I was so stupid. I had the move confirmation on for the longest time, and then it used to give me no increment, right? And then after I turned off move confirmation, the next day only I did a mouse flip. And the thing is, I'm used to playing on chess.com where the whole screen becomes the board. Here is a small board which has blue and white pieces, not white pieces, blue and white.
You can change a theme, huh? There is ability to change.
Okay, I'll try that. Also, the time is on the right hand side, far
Yeah.
from you, so you're not really looking at it. So you have to get used to it. After the first
Yeah.
two matches, you realize that oh, my time is really running low. That
Your, your investment of two tournaments on Tornello means you have to play more now.
time. Who owns this Tornillo? Where does it come from?
It's developed somewhere in Europe, and FIDE has made a tie-up with them. So
Got it.
that is why for many official events that is being used.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll play on 26.
Yeah,
See you, sir. Bye bye.
cool. Biswa, thank you. And I will send that what openings we have worked on. Like I'll send PGN file, so then you can check that.
Will be awesome.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
bye. Guys, that was Biswa Kalyan Rath. And are you inspired by his dedication? I am actually. I find it quite stunning that he's being so serious. What are your thoughts? Aha. Khyati Pranjal says Vidit is playing this CCT. Wow, that would be cool. That would be nice. Which tournament? There's a tournament on ChessBase India is organizing, and it's last year we had more than 20-25 events that we held. This is, I think, the first or the second, maybe the second or the third one of this year. We haven't done too many online events, but the Sultan Khan Cup, that's the name of it this time. Louisa Clark says book name is 1001 Sacrifices, 1001 Problems. Olympiad will start from 8th to 15th of September. Uh, Yeah, I'll tell you what book Biswa was talking about. I'll put the link in the description so that you guys can um, check it out. And also, I'll put the link of the tournament in the description. Also, I'll put the link of our preparation in the description. So, a lot of things coming up in the description for you guys to check out. So, wait a second. First things first. So, I have now put Biswa's book. There's already ChessBase Premium Account in the description. This is Biswa's book, 1001 Exercises for the Club Players. Then, yeah, the chess tournament, Sultan Khan Cup. You can register for it. It is on 26th of August, 1 week away. So, Sultan Khan Cup. It's online, and we'll be trying to have very good anti-cheating measures and try to make sure that you get a good playing experience. There's an entry fee for it, so only those who can afford it play it. But it will be good. A lot of, I think, strong players will play. Apart from that, yes, the preparation. So what I'll do is, like here, if we go to the preparation part here, there is this button, no, download PGN. So I'll download this PGN. Hopefully it works. Yes. And Rui Lopez, 18th August today. Okay, cool. And now I'll open it. And I will, so all of you have contributed to it. So every time we update it, I'll put that as a link in the description for all of you to download so that you can also take it. First I will send to Biswa. Biswa has worked very hard on it, so Biswa gets it. And opening prep, with chat and Biswa. Yeah, there's the link. You can download from there. Solving woodpecker method now. Hope it will help me. Yeah, Sachin, it's a good book. You can keep solving it again and again. Like once you finish it, it's like in a month you finish the entire book. Then you try to do it in 15 days, then a week, then 3 days, then 1 day. The aim is to finish that entire book in 1 day. It will not be easy. That's how woodpeckers do. They keep on hitting one spot with their beak, and they're finally able to kind of make inroads. So that's woodpecker method. Okay. Did you get all the links? They are all in the description, so you can check them out. Gentle QZ says join Sultan Khan Cup. I haven't got Tornillo link yet. Let me know how to get Tornillo link. I think you will get it 1 day before the event. So right now it's not been sent. I'll ask the arbiter. Sagar bhai, where to buy this white t-shirt? This is not, this I got from Tata Steel Chess India tournament. The organizers gave it to us. So this is not on the store. Chess 24/7 says, what is your take on FIDE Arena's IM title? I don't know. I mean, in general, it's not like the people who became IMs and GMs on FIDE Arena are strong as IMs and GMs. So, yeah, there is a gap between actual IM and that. Arshab Agarwal says, finally, much needed repertoire building stream. I will watch it from the start. Use this methodology for other openings also. Yeah, today, I mean, the idea is that we build up stuff together. Then Biswa joins in and then we fine tune it. So we'll do it for other openings. E4, E5 we focused on. It's still pending. Many of the openings in E4, E5 we'll finish it because this is where everything remains. So if I do load black, then there is no moves, no mark moves found. But if I do load white, you will see everything is saved here. And here is one very cool thing. I can say drill, and I'll do e4, and now it will play so to remember whatever we have learned is very good. So bishop b5, a6, bishop a4, knight f6, and now, so like if you remember, our move here is castles, but I can do some weird stuff, like let's say I do a3. It will say not in your preparation, take back and try again. So castles, bishop e7, rook e1, b5, castles. Do you remember the move that we thought here? Rakshit, how to save? Isn't there a save button there in it? There is a save button in that. ChessBase, what would you prefer, Berlin or Ruy Lopez exchange variation? No, if you play bishop b5, knight f6, then that is the Berlin. If a6, then I have to play. So both are different through different move orders. You need premium to save the button. Okay. Okay, then I should use some other means of putting it. Maybe I can. What would be the other way to put that? I'm thinking which way we can put it. Okay, I'll figure it out somehow to. Why does black play castle b5 before castles? Because when white defends his e4 pawn, no? Here, when white defends his e4 pawn, then the threat is bishop takes c6 and take on e5. That's why he has to break that. And so let's say, for example, here, if you now play castle, then I will take and take on e5 because my e4 is defended. So that's why b5 and now this. I think our prep was a4, b4, and now I think d4, right? So what we prepped, d6, and now d, knight d2. Played until end of preparation. Excellent. So this is a very good way to, that's why I would recommend you guys to go for this premium account. It is very good for your, and it's actually very cheap. Like it has so many features. Its opening is 1 out of the 12, like what we are doing opening training. There's videos, playing online, tactics, and all of it. It can be very useful for you. Okay, bishop c5, we did not go further, but how should we continue here? That's the question. And f1 I don't like because queen d1, rook d1, knight e4. So does that, from the link I've sent, does a free account help you to download? I don't know. Or do you need a premium account? Maybe h3. My idea is queen e2 and then knight c4 or knight f1 and so on. I don't want to exchange queens. So queen e2, I'm afraid of bg4. So h3 maybe. It's a move. It's a theory. So even when your preparation is over, you can play on, and then maybe queen e2, knight takes d4, bishop d4, knight f3, end of theory. And if you like some move, like let's say if you like h3, I think you can even mark this move, so then it will get added to your repertoire over there. Okay. I can do a new drill. See Berlin. Shall we go castling or d3? That's the question. Both are good. Like castle, d4 or rook e1. Take 3. I don't know, knight c3 maybe. Clear until then. Maybe there's some move b3. So you can okay, guys, that was quite a heavy session. Reminds me of my all the preparation that I used to do for openings. But I hope it was useful. And do you want this series to continue, or what tweaks do you want? Please let me know in the comments section. Until then, I'll find a way to share the PGN. I can also copy paste the moves and then paste it as a in the description, but sometimes there's a limit to what number of characters you can post. And because we have done so much analysis, it won't accept it. So that's one of the issues. Okay, guys, take care and bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Have some more stuff. But I really like the basic opening chess trap that you can check. And also, I posted a video about chess course, and all those who are new to chess and want to learn chess, this is really a good book by Praful Zaveri. Very few Indian authors write books, and somehow he wrote the book. He is himself the publisher, and he's managed to sell so many copies of these books because of the quality of the work. It's amazing. The book has hardbound, and it has positions where you can write the moves and all. It's very nice. What do you think about the Olympiad? Does India have chances? I'm very excited for the Olympiad. I do not know if uh, what the other teams are, but very exciting. Last year we had great fun, so it will be fun. Okay, guys. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. And if you have any questions, you can write down in the comments. Try to get back to you. Bye bye.